Hi guys! So I'm ending Fear Month by talking about my Untitled or my fear of failure. It sort of goes hand in hand with this, but I also have another fear called CATAGELOPHOBIA, which is the fear of being ridiculed, embarrassed, or laughed at. So if you've watched any of my previous videos, you can see that I'm a pretty uncool person. I've never been that popular. Well, I'm sort of a nerd, geek, whatever you want to call me. Growing up, I could get embarrassed very easily. I always felt like I was a loser. I've failed a lot in my life, but there are a couple failures that stand out in my mind. My senior year, I had a band. When I mean I had a band, I had me and a couple of my friends under the name of Maven, and we came out with an album. It just wasn't that good. It was really badly produced. I rushed it. Do I quit writing music? No, I still write music today. I wanted to talk about some of the tips I found helpful in getting over failure. The first tip I have is that you need to admit that you've made a failure. You're not perfect and you're going to make future failures. I hate it when people don't apologize or admit that they've made a mistake when they've obviously made a mistake. Second tip I have is to stop reliving the failure over and over again. I live in my head a lot, and I will take that failure and I will relive it and replay it in my head over and over and over again. And you need to put that in the past. You need to put your behind in your past. Another tip I have is that you need to realize what you would be missing out on if you did not try again. You will never know. It's better to have tried and failed and then be able to learn from those mistakes than to have never tried at all. Another tip is to try again, and to constantly be improving. It's very rare to succeed on your first attempt. Sometimes it's the first attempt, the second attempt, or the 528th attempt to try and get something done that it actually happens. I think it's important to learn from your mistakes though. If you didn't prepare well enough the first time, maybe you just need to prepare better this time. Maybe you just didn't have the skill set that you needed at that time. I didn't have the experiences that I have now. And so I'm able to be a better songwriter because I have more experience. I'm able to write better music because I know more about guitar and music theory. And through your failure, you can realize what your strengths and weaknesses are. Growing up, I wanted to be in the NBA. And I have to thank RC, who was a fellow first grader in Mrs. King's class, letting me know that there is no way that I would ever be in the NBA. Because I am a girl. And I'm 5'7". I am the shortest member of my family, and I can't make a 10-point shot to save my life. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. Another tip I have is that you need to have realistic expectations. I am a very passionate person. I get really excited about things. But so often I walk away from a project being disappointed because I had these grandiose expectations and I only accomplished 50% of what I wanted to accomplish. I shouldn't scrap a whole project or act like the project was garbage just because of that. Another tip I have is to ask for advice. Oftentimes I like to keep my projects secret when it might be good to have some beta testing or another set of eyes to say, well, this idea is good, but this idea is just not going to work. It's also good to have accountability when it comes to your project to keep going. I've realized a million times over that there are better musicians out there. There's better singers than me. It's not that I say, oh, well, they're better than me, I should just go ahead and quit. It's that I'm going to become a better singer because of them. And this other tip sort of goes hand in hand with the last one. You need to listen to your critics. Sometimes. I have to put that caveat in. I think it's important to have critics in your life because of the fact that they have an unbiased view of you. They're not your friend, so they're going to be honest about your work. However, some people are just mean, and you can't take it personally. Daily Grace is one of my favorite vloggers, and she does a great video about trolls. If you want to check it out, go ahead and click my shirt. I mean, technically this vlog could be considered a failure. I don't really have that many subscribers or views. I just want to take this time to thank my viewers, my subscribers for watching this channel, for commenting. Let me know what I can do in these vlogs to make them more entertaining. YouTube has become sort of a lightning rod for failure. Most of the viral videos on here are of people's failures. There's whole channels that are devoted to showing people's failures. I think one of the most popular hashtags on Twitter is fail, because that's something that we all share as human beings. We all fail, so why not just laugh at ourselves and move on? Thank you guys so much for sharing in my phobias this month, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.